Dr. Kemi for Kemi Talks Media. It's Friday, the 27th of June, 2025. Let's talk about Iyabo and Priscilla and the fact that Iyabo is now starting to get lonely because Priscilla is gone. Okay, first I'm going to say this, all right? It's a new day for me. I'm really free. You don't even know how free I am. For so many things that have happened in my life, I'm leaving the past behind, okay? If I've ever offended anybody, sorry, okay? But Iyabo, for you, I want to say I'm sorry to you, okay, as a big sister to you. Iyabo Mujuelo, okay? Mujuelo, but Mumitse, Obemi for the prison. Obemi because it was not your fault, okay? Let's talk straight to each other via this camera. Forget your fan base, forget my fan base. I want fans who might making worse. Without the fan base, many people don't really know what happened in the BOME case. At the end of the day, I don't want to go back to that story. Okay, I have a book that's going to come out, but at the end of the day, you came to me and you apologized to me in September of 2019, telling me that you were really sorry about what I went through because your phone was used to send that message to me by an estranged PA who stole money from your company. But when you came back on the Mubad case to now said, I will send you back to prison, it opened a can of worms. And the can of worms was like, Iyabo will send us to prison. Iyabo will keep me in prison. One of those officers that walks around with Kenebi Okoko, he carries a lot of officers with him, about 12, 13 police officers. He was the one that called me and said, we paid Iyabo. Every time there was court, we paid her not to come so that you can go back to the prison. Kenebi Tikuna. Shebo Bemi. Obemi for the 3 assassination attempts. Ode Bemi. You know? Obemi Onikima Binu. Obemi. About those taking my life, imagine. Now to hear from his police officer that, we paid Iyabo. How far is that true? Check what my BN, Iyabo, you got paid. Yes, what you saw in the public media, a lot. But you got to think how I think. What do me go? Charlie Boy, Deji Adeyanju, Premium Times, Sahara, everybody was trying to find out why I was still in that prison, despite the fact that I got bail. So now a police officer telling me, okay, the other police officer is one of Fanika Ade's guys. One introduces to me, what am I supposed to say? Low plan top to the bottom of how I was arrested in Ibadan. At the end of the day, Iyabo, okay, with regards to Priscilla, I was trying to give you a warning. It was a travel advisory and a security advisory. The Tanzanians are very, very serious about the elections. Today being the 27th of June, look at what happened in Kenya yesterday. Many people were killed in the protest. Police brutality, toughest up, police to work by one more. So East Africans are different from us, okay? And I know she's related to some of those big, politicians and all that now by marriage. But at the end of the day, is that not why we got famous? Go and ask Wikipedia. I've been to their headquarters. Wikipedia says some of you got famous because your parents were famous. I said, no. Some of us got famous because we did things that were notable that made us famous. But then the parents also made us famous because we were born to them. That's all I was trying to say, Iyabo. Promise you today, as of today, I've never really reported anything negative of Priscilla. I always talk about her fashions and everything. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to be getting into any details or anything anymore. I'm just going to be giving my opinions on all the good things she's doing, okay? You and Priscilla, God be with you. I'm going to keep you positive, okay? So that's all I wanted to say here. Now, let's go to the emptiness syndrome. It kind of teared me up when I read the story that you're starting to miss your daughter and she's not there again. And I went through the same thing. Okay, Rich KDT is 25 this year. He's been gone since he was 23. Moved back to America and all that. Moved like 2 or 3 different states and everything. When you're with them all the time and they're not there anymore, you're going to get emptiness syndrome. Yeah, believe it or not, it's a psychiatric thing. Okay, when I say psychiatric, everything falls under the DSM-5, okay, Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Psychiatry. Okay, but Nigerians, when they hear psychiatry, you want not to share mistake, Henry. If not, if you psychiatric things, boy, and what I said about your mom, okay, maybe I shouldn't have brought it up, because it's like when you hurt somebody, they want to hurt you back, even if it's factual. And most of what I say is factual. At the end of the day, may her soul rest in peace. We're not going to get into that area anymore. But Iyabo, emptiness syndrome is very serious. You can make it easy for yourself, okay? Because when I read the story, everyone is going to get to that point, okay? Everybody can Google this on Wikipedia. Empty nest syndrome. A nest with eggs inside. You sit on the eggs, they hatch, the babies are born, the birds are gone. Birds don't come back. The minute they hatch, they don't know their mother or their father. They didn't even know their father from day one. They just know their mother laid them as eggs. And they don't know their mothers anymore. They're gone. So the bird goes around and doing their own until they get pregnant again and have more eggs. But those babies that flew away, they don't come back to that nest. In real life, human beings may come back to the nest, but what you will feel at night, that bird is going to that nest, but there are no babies. What you will feel is the fact that you become lonely, okay, and you may become depressed. So avoid that. You are Kuku Yabojo. You go to out, you go out to parties, you go to different things, you're on social media, it keeps you busy and all. This emptiness syndrome happened to me when my son first left, and it was very difficult. But you're going to notice some things. Keep yourself busy. Turn the TV on. Watch TV. Do social media stuff. Watch videos. Okay, I didn't come to TikTok right on time, but when I got here, I saw a lot of things I was missing. And when I retired from journalism, I saw a ton of videos that I was missing. I watched Instagram videos, Facebook videos, TikTok videos to keep myself busy. The empty nest syndrome. And I send a WhatsApp message to my son maybe once a day, once or twice a day. Now, 2 years later, I send WhatsApp message every 3 weeks. It's like that. But one medical thing that you're going to find out from emptiness syndrome, I'm guessing that Festus is not there as well. Maybe you have house girl or driver, all that, so I don't know. But watch your salivation, okay? Watch your salivation rates. You will notice that you can't spit again. You know why? Because you were used to talking all the time. You had somebody you were talking to. Can you come and get your food? Then the days of phone, hello, you talk on the phone for hours. No one's using phone now. Everybody's chatting on WhatsApp and things. You just notice that when you wake up, you want to brush your teeth. There's no saliva coming. So then you have to Google dry saliva. It's because you haven't been talking to anyone. So while you are alone more, you're going to have a very low salivation rate. And there are ways to correct that. That's all I want to say here. Emptiness syndrome. Everybody should go learn about it. And I wish Iyabo and her daughter and her son and her family good luck. Okay? It's a new day for me. And I'm just trying to put all the past behind me with everybody out there and stuff. Take care. Stay safe. It's kind of hot right now in East Africa. Tell Priscilla, come out to Kenya. Right as I'm speaking now, Muti convert times to African time, which is 3:06. Is it 3:06 in Nigeria? And it would be 2:06 in Togo. Togo is riots everywhere now. And what's happening there is that they're anti-government protests. They are telling the media that the protests have been, stopped and people have been tear gassed. Everything is clear. It's not true. I'm getting live reports that say there's still protests going on. That's how they distort the news. So, hey, Joe, check travel advisories before you go anywhere. And I'm on X at Dr. K. Olunloya, where I give the U.S. travel advisory. I gave one last week. I told people in Qatar to shelter. Anything the Americans are giving to me is actually going to the Nigerians, if it's on Nigerian soil. And if it's not, like when I told everybody to shelter, all the Nigerians in Qatar came to my Facebook. And before you know it, boom, the Iranians attacked the Qatar base, but nothing was, no big surprise there, no big injuries or anything. At the end of the day, I also gave one for Abuja the very same day, 4 days ago, that all Americans must not enter military bases, military camps, or government offices. And boom, the next day, 12 army, killed by bandits. This is credible intelligence. And credible intelligence, if you advise Priscilla, it's not like I hate her or hate you or anything. Stay positive, Iyabo, Dr. Kemi.